Hello, I'm Joshua Brown from How2Become.com, and in this training video, I will teach you how to prepare for and pass Pymetrics-style gamified assessments used by leading employers across consulting, finance, tech, and FMCG. If you've been invited to complete online games by companies like JPMorgan Chase, Accenture, Boston Consulting Group, Bain Company, EY, PwC, Blackstone, McDonald, Tesla, or Unilever, then this tutorial will really help you. In this video, I'll walk you through the most important assessment style games that you need to prepare for in order to succeed, including what they measure, how to approach them, the biggest mistakes to avoid, and pro tips to improve your performance. Stay with me to the end, and I'll also show you how to access all of our own game-based assessment training tools and practice games, plus powerful bonuses so that you can build confidence fast. Very quickly, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. It tells me to make more content like this for you. And don't forget to let me know the name of the role or company that you're applying for so I can give you even more tips and advice. Okay, let's get straight into the training. Today, I'll cover Pymetric Games assessment style categories using our original How to Become practice versions. Names and visuals are ours, and the training mirrors the underlying skills and behaviors that these assessments look for. That's the big advantage that most candidates miss. If you understand the intent behind each game, you'll know exactly how to play a calm, consistent way that reflects the strengths that employers value. So what do these games really measure? Well, gamified assessments don't just measure high scores. They build a behavioral profile over multiple short tasks. They look at risk appetite, reward learning, working memory, selective attention, response control, planning, adaptability, and consistency over time. Remember these 4 principles: accuracy over raw speed, consistency beats spikes, read the instructions twice, and breathe between rounds to reset. So who actually uses these assessments? Well, you'll see Pymetrics style or other gamified assessments used by global organizations across consulting, finance, tech, FMCG, and the public sector. Think EY and PwC, Unilever and McDonald, BCG and Bain, Blackstone and JPMorgan Chase, Tesla and LinkedIn, and many, many more. The goal is to understand how you think and behave under challenging conditions, not whether you can mash buttons the fastest. Let's now get into some of the most important assessment style games. For each one, I'll explain what it measures, how the real test feels, how our practice version works, and give you pro tips to help you perform at your best and be the standout candidate. First up is risk and reward. What does this measure? Well, your approach to risk versus caution, how you learn from outcomes, and whether you can bank profit sensibly rather than chasing losses. So how does it feel in the real test? Well, risk escalates round by round, and you're rewarded for patience and strategy, not recklessness. In our practice version called Risk and Reward, you add marbles to bags. Each successful ad earns $5. If the bag breaks, you lose the round's earnings. You can bank at any time to lock in a profit. So a pro tip here: start conservative to read the risk curve. Use a simple rule such as bank after 3 safe ads unless I'm behind target. Treat every new bag as a fresh decision. Don't chase after a burst. Think like a trader managing downside risk. Common mistakes that people make are all or nothing streaking, revenge clicking after a loss, and never banking at all. Remember, assessors prefer consistent judgment over one lucky jackpot. Next up is MINDSPARK. This measures working memory, sequence tracking, and the ability to update information under pressure. So how does this test feel in the real environment? Well, sequences get progressively harder. Accuracy matters more than frantic input. That's very important. In our practice version called MINDSPARK, you watch the sequence and recall the order, and rounds step up gradually in difficulty. So some pro tips: use chunking, e.g. 3972 becomes 3972. Sub-vocalize the digits softly in your head. After an error, pause one beat and reset your rhythm instead of rushing to compensate. Some common mistakes to avoid are panic guessing through fatigue and trying to outrun the timer. Keep the cadence calm and repeatable. Next up is PRIZEPLAY. What does this measure? Well, it measures effort, reward, collaboration, probability judgment, and when to step up or dial back based on your accuracy trend. So how does it feel in the real environment? Well, every round asks, do you go for the easier, lower reward or the harder, higher reward? In our practice version called PRIZEPLAY, you choose between easy and hard options across 20 rounds, each with different payoffs and success probabilities. Make sure you build a baseline in the first 3 or 4 rounds. If your accuracy is strong, step up difficulty. If you miss 2 in a row, drop down 1 level to protect your overall consistency. Think portfolio management, not arcade glory. Some common mistakes to avoid are choosing hard every time, random switching without a plan, and ignoring accuracy decay over time. Next, we have SHAPEBLITZ. What does SHAPEBLITZ measure? Well, it measures response inhibition, vigilance, and impulse control. How does it feel in the real environment? Well, frequent go signals with occasional no-go traps designed to catch you out when you get trigger happy. So our practice version called SHAPEBLITZ helps you train in this environment. You react to the correct shape or color targets and withhold on no-go signals. Some great tips here. Target 0 false positives. Speed is secondary to clean withholding, and use soft glaze to widen your field of view. Keep a steady tap cadence, never spam. Some very common mistakes to avoid here are over tapping, tunnel vision, and speeding up after a miss. Calm, controlled responses always score better. Let's now take a look at GRIDSNAP. GRIDSNAP measures selective attention, stimulus response mapping, and your speed and accuracy trade-off. So how does it feel? Well, fast directional or positional cues under time and strict mapping rules will be present in this assessment, and you'll be tested against them. In our practice version called GRIDSNAP, you respond to grid cues quickly and accurately. This is a fantastic way to train for these type of responses. Make sure you learn the mapping before starting. Aim for clean streaks over reckless speed, and if you mishap once, slow down for the next 3 to 5 trials to lock your mapping back in. And some common mistakes to avoid are jumping in without mapping, compounding errors by trying to win back speed, and inconsistent rhythms. Next up is a game we call SKYSCAPERS. This game tests your perceptual judgment, your calibration under time, and your decision confidence. Essentially, you'll be presented with an image on screen, one smaller image and one slightly bigger, but the difference is very, very minute. It's up to you to decide which one you're being shown, the smaller one or the larger one. Now, I've seen many different strategies to this test. Some people use their cursor on their device and line it up with either the higher or shorter version of the skyscraper so they can see that difference visually on screen. Now, make sure whatever you do, you decide your threshold rule up front. If passing is allowed, pass when truly uncertain. If not, choose a consistent bias and stick to it. Keep your micro movements small. Stability equals accuracy. So some common mistakes, again, over-clicking, don't do it. Changing bias mid-round and letting one miss derail your rhythm. Don't let that happen. So now I've shown you the most important assessments. How do you score highly across all of them, no matter what assessment you're faced with? Well, for game-based assessment, here is how to pull it all together across every game. Number 1 is to be consistent. If you're measured and accurate in one game, but reckless in the next, your profile conflicts. Pace each game and take 10 to 20 seconds at the start to collaborate and understand the feedback loop before you build speed. Tip number 2 is to use the same device type that you'll be using in your real test. Get familiar with that device type and its responsiveness. Make sure you also have a stable internet connection and remove any distractions from the room before your assessment. Finally, manage your mindset. This is a behavioural measurement, not an arcade leaderboard. At How to Become, we train thousands of candidates every year, and therefore we get to see the most common mistakes people make. These include treating it like a game and chasing points, skimming instructions and messing up mappings, chasing losses after a bad round, pushing through fatigue instead of taking a 10-second reset, presenting a contradictory profile, cautious here, reckless there, smooth, accurate and repeatable beats flashy and volatile. So if you want to train properly before your real assessment, then make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner of this video right now, or in the pinned comment below this video, and head over to our website how2become.com, where you can access our gamified assessment testing suite. In this game testing suite, you'll get the full access to all of our game-based assessments and the insider training that you need to succeed. The best part, I'm so confident that it will help you succeed that we offer a 30-day no questions asked guarantee if it doesn't work for you. You'll also get free access to our comprehensive psychometric test training course, free access to our ultimate online interview training course, and a large bundle of extra practice tests for spatial, sequences and non-verbal reasoning. Everything that you need to feel confident and prepared to pass, to make you the standout candidate. So that's how to approach Pymetrics-style gamified assessments the smart way, by understanding the intent of each game and by playing a calm, consistent and strategic manner. Now, if you found this video helpful, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments which company you are applying to, and I'll reply with extra tips tailored to that employer's assessment. And if you're ready to start practicing, make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner to access the full Gamified Practice Suite and the included bonuses. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best of luck with your assessment. You've got this.